his father's house, my uncle's house. It's been a while since he's been back to Tonga, and things change so much that it's like you have to really pay attention what little details will remind you of what and where the location is of the house. So his family's house might have been, he's leaving from over here, this corner house, all the way back to that property back behind us. Surprising how many people I've actually met from the States here. I met the other day somebody in Talamahu Market that I worked doing yate construction work in San Diego 20 years ago. And do you remember Longoia? I said, yeah. I remember I worked with you guys with Wasi and Longoia's son and Rodney and a couple of them at the time, and came through, and different relatives. And it was like, yeah, man, it's been a while, but yeah, I remember working with you guys way back when. And it's just a small world. So we are here. And this property goes all the way back to the other street back there. Yeah. So even though there's brush in here, his property line goes to the next block. And there's houses in between here and there. But it's a pretty significant piece of property as well. Good luck for me. Well, not a good luck, because nothing's about luck. It's about blessings. And I was blessed yesterday. I had my second interview and appointment from the nobleman of Nuku'alofa about the property lease that I wanted and the area I wanted. And when my relative asked me, do you have a plan B? Because what if you're not going to get that property you want? I didn't have a plan B. I've only came here for one property to start with. And yesterday those doors were opened up, and the blessings poured in, because he definitely agreed to give me the property that I wanted where I wanted it. And I should be able to, this week, I believe, they have the surveyor going out there. Once the surveyor goes to the property and outlines it, I will have to wait a couple more days for him to
¿Eh? ¿Pecado? Hala.
So, yeah, somebody was asking for kava. Stopped us just to ask for kava bags or something. You must think you were someone else.
Well.
But the good thing is, okay, back to that. Land development. The surveyor gives the information to the land developer. The land developer is aware of I'll be coming after that. I hand him my passport. He's filing the 50-year lease, and once he's done with that, he gives it back to the nobleman of Nuku'alofa, and then I go and pay a little something and get my lease. It's all blessings. The area that I'm going to have is exactly what I wanted. The mangrove, so I can utilize the lagoon for the kayaking, spearfishing, snorkeling, paddleboarding. All the water activities will be right local instead of inland more. It's going to be more ocean, shoreline based property. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy that things are working out for me. And slow but sure on the foreign investment application and the application for my business visa. I have to do all these things, 5 steps before I even get to the embassy and start whatever they want for their application. So it's coming along, and I'm happy. Everything, I might wind up staying into February, past my birthday here. I might have my birthday out here instead of back in the States, because the way things are working out, I'm praying it'll all be done, but I have 8 more days by law to be here, and then I have to extend my airfare, which I already talked to them. That's $640 more to extend my airfare. Then I still have to pay the embassy another extension on my visa, so that'll be another cost. Things if it's all I could say is Maui time. I go by Maui time. That's why the hook and the Maui hook, and I'm used to Maui time, but this is Tongan time. Tongan time. Oh, we can wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day. When you don't have another day, I'm limited with 8 more days, and I don't have another lot of tomorrow I could do it. But hopefully these ladies will get around to getting my paperwork done, and I won't have to stress. But if not, I'm willing to stay into February. I'll miss my birthday. It'll be worth it to go home with my license and my lease for my property, ready to go home and order these homes and continue on my retirement plan here in Tonga, and going through all the steps and everything, so that way you viewers that want to bring your spouses from the U.S., New Zealand, Australia, wherever you happen to relocate and marry, you would have to go through this process to bring your spouses back here. And it's either going to be a resident visa, so they can stay long term, or a business visa where they could work and sell things and be here long term without having that 31-day cap over their visits here. So that's what I'm working on, and everything's coming along slow but sure, but it's still coming along. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for the lease to go through. I'm just, I'm very happy that everything I set out to accomplish is going to be accomplished here in Tonga, and happy about it. This is where I want to retire. This is where I want to set up shop and live for the rest of my life, back and forth, visiting America, visiting my children and my grandchildren, but being able to also have the slower pace of life of living here and not worrying about the stresses of my wife working herself to death just to pay rent bills or anything else, or house payments or whatever. It's a rat race, and I know her retirement money won't cover her living expenses that she's got accustomed to now. It won't be the same when she retires, and I don't want her to retire at 70 years old, 65, 60, 55. Is the number. I want her to retire at 55, get whatever she could get. If she don't get nothing for the next 7 years until it's 62, at least she'll be able to run her own business out here and have an income out here that'll sustain us with the Airbnb, the rentals, and everything else that we'll get ourselves into with selling things at Dalamahu Market. We've always been able to make money through the fair and the markets, so it's easy to have a good living and not stress, and that's what I want. A stress-free life and just a little more easier life going into our silver and golden years into retirement. And I appreciate you guys for watching, viewing, commenting, and sharing, and even the donations. I appreciate those. Those are blessings that I didn't expect, but good things come from good people, and I'm very appreciative of everybody. I got monetized within 15 days of starting this venture, coming in to Tonga and leaving America to start the process, and I'm thankful that you guys came along for the ride with me, and you're learning from it, and I can teach you about it, so that way you don't have to go through it with your spouses. And let's get back to looking at where we're at back in town now. always, this used to be a full bus. There's no more buses that really run anymore. There used to always be buses and tons of people there, but so many people now have cars that the buses stop running to certain villages because they're just not worth the gas, petrol, or their time anymore, because 5 people getting on a bus is not worth the gas to go to the other side of the island on a bus. That being said, that's why the Japanese are marked target in Tonga to sell all these cars here, although they're not recycling the old ones. Now, that's a business that would sit here and make a lot of money if you could get rid of all these junk metal cars off the island, clean it up, and utilize that metal to make more cars. But at least we don't have rusting, junky cars laying around in people's properties. So if anybody's out there that has the will, the means to start that type of business, because I don't have the $1 million for that, I'll let you go. Yep, I got a phone call coming.